Hi everyone, Jai Hind and welcome to the platform of Study IQ IAS in English. My name is Bhavar Singh Surya, ex-NDA 115th course and qualified civil services in 2012. And I welcome you on the platform. Now in this session, we'll be talking about the UNESCO Biosphere Reserves. Now there are total 14 of the new biosphere reserves that had been added to the World Network. Now what these biosphere reserves are, and also when it comes to the new additions, which are the new additions into the Biosphere Reserves World Network, that we'll be talking about in this complete session along with me. So be with me till the end. Now, when it comes to the Biosphere Reserves or the World Network of the Biosphere Reserves, the program was started in 1971 when the UNESCO have launched the MAB or the Man in Biosphere program to build a scientific basis for the ecosystem relations. Now, it was not till 1976 that the World Network or the sites that were added to the World Network, they were announced. It was in 1976 that the first official biosphere reserves were designated globally to test the sustainable practices, and it was Mapimi Biosphere Reserve in Mexico, the Mount Kulal Biosphere Reserve that is in Kenya, Donana Biosphere Reserve that is in Spain, and Biszczady Biosphere Reserve that is located in Poland. So these were the four of the biosphere reserves that were declared the biosphere reserves of the world. They were included into the World Network in 1976. When it comes to India, the first biosphere reserve was declared or established in 1986, and it was Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve as the first ecological buffer site that was denoted in India. Now, when it comes to 2026, so there had been addition of 14 more of the biosphere reserves into the World Network, and now we have 797 sites in 145 countries which are protecting the major biomes all over the world. Now, you can relate this with the Montreal Framework as well. Please remember over here, when it comes to the Montreal Framework, that has, said about 30 by 30 initiative. That is 30% of the India's ecological fauna and flora have to be, conserved and preserved by 2030. So you can correlate this with 30 by 30 initiative as well. Now, when it comes to the biosphere model or the biosphere reserves which are created, so they are not sanctuary or they are not also the national parks. They are basically internationally recognized areas where the local communities, they are also the active partners in protecting the nature. And they are also building the resilient as well as sustainable livelihoods also. So when it comes to the national park and the biosphere reserve, so in national park, there is the focus that is purely on preserving the animals by banning the human presence into the national park. But when it comes to biosphere reserve, so there is preservation of the entire ecosystem that includes the indigenous culture and the tribal ways of the life as well. So that is the difference between the biosphere reserves as well as the national park. When it comes to the complete biosphere reserves area, so they are divided into three zonation. There is core area that is at the middle, and it is strictly prohibited where non-destructive scientific research is allowed. But then when it comes to the human resource or the human settlement or the resource gathering, that is totally prohibited in the core areas by the domestic laws. Then there is buffer zone. Buffer zone surrounds the core, and over here the activities which are compatible with the conservation, they are encouraged. Like for example, ecotourism or the research and the forest management and even the educational training also. When it comes to the transition zone, this is the outermost region where the local communities live and also they work over here. That promotes the sustainable agriculture, forestry and even the green entrepreneurship. Now, when it comes to the complete resource allocation, you can see over here that the core zone, there is just nearly about 15% of the resource. Then in the buffer zone, there is nearly about 30%. And the rest is in the transition zone that is at about 55% of the resource that had been allocated into the biosphere reserves. Now, over here in 2026, in June, 5th of June, there were when it comes to the new reserves, 14 reserves were been added across the 14 countries. And ultimately, the total network in the world network of the biosphere reserves, it has increased to 797 sites, which are across 145 of the countries. Now, there had been a shift as well. That is for the first time, an entire city, that is Quebec City in Canada, it had been designated as Biosphere Reserve. And when it comes to Aruba, so Aruba became the second country after the Sao Tome and Principe that had been designated or that has designated its entire national territory as the Biosphere Reserve. So these are the new additions that you can see in the Africa. There is in Cameroon, Takamanda, Cross River Gorilla. Then in Algeria, there's Tinit Al Had. Then in Aruba, these are in Americas, Aruba, the complete Aruba island had been declared as the Biosphere Reserve. Then Canada, in Canada, Quebec City, that is the first city that had been included into the Biosphere Reserves. Then in Paraguay, there is Sur del Alto Parana that had been declared as Biosphere Reserve. Then when it comes to Asia and Oceania, in Philippines, Matibe na Bayan, Sablayan, and in Timor-Leste, there is Nino Konis Santana. In Vietnam, Phong Nakhe Bang, and also in Mongolia, Tost Tosen Bumbin Nuru, and Iran, Dalanku Qawmi Shlu, that had been designated as the Biosphere Reserve, or they had been included into the World Network. Then when it comes to Europe and Eurasia, so in Albania, Shkoder Lake, in Azerbaijan, Great Caucasus, in Montenegro, Skadar Lake watershed, and in Portugal, Serra da Estrela, they had been designated as the Biosphere Reserve and added to the World Network. So over here, this is the complete list. You can take the screenshot as well so that you can map them on the world map and you can see where these all are located. Again, very important because such type of questions had been asked in your prelims previously. All right, now when it comes to the India, so we have the Biosphere Reserves in India as well, and there are some of the success stories. Like for example, when it comes to Nilgiri model, it covers the areas of Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. And over here, there are the tribal groups like for example, Toda and even Kurumba. They are harvesting the wild honey safely while protecting the Nilgiri tahar that lives over here. Then in the Gulf of Mannar, you can see that there is excellent marine conservation where the local fisher folk efforts had been there to protect the coastal seagrass beds and even the vulnerable dugong or the sea cow that is found in the region. And then the cold desert as well, where we have the Himalayan high altitude biosphere, where it shows that there is local adaptive living and community based snow leopard habitat protection that had been done in the cold desert biosphere region. So these are the biospheres which are located in India. We have the cold desert in Himachal Pradesh. Then we have Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand, Kutch in Gujarat, Pachmadi and Panna that is located in Madhya Pradesh, Archanakumar, Amarkantak in Chhattisgarh and Madhya Pradesh, Nilgiri in Karnataka, Agastya Malai in Tamil Nadu and Kerala and parts of Karnataka as well. Then we have Gulf of Mannar, we have Seshachalam, Simlipal, Sundarban, Nokrik and Dihang, Dibang and Manas and also Dibru Saikova which are located in Assam and Kanchenjunga in Sikkim, along with Great Nicobar that is located in Andaman and Nicobar. Now out of these are total 18 of the biosphere reserves that are there in India. Out of these, only 13 are there in World Network. Please remember this, again, very important, that when it comes to the World Network, there are only 13 of them that are featured in the World Network. Which are them? We have Cold Desert, we have Nanda Devi, along with this Pachmadi, that is also included. Then we have Archanakumar, Amarkantak, we have Nilgiri, Agastya Malai, and we have Gulf of Mannar, Simlipal, Sundarban, Nokrik, that is there, and also Kanchenjunga that is located. So Manas, Dibru Saikova, Dihang, Dibang, Seshachalam and the Kutch, they are actually not part of the World Network of the Biosphere Reserves when it comes to India. All right, so this is very important that there are 5 of the excluded sites which are there, which are, we have Manas, we have Dibru Saikova, also Dihang, Dibang. Then we have Kutch and Seshachalam, which are not part of the UNESCO World Network of the Biosphere Reserves. All right. Then when it comes to the overlapping geographies, that is also important, that when it comes to Nilgiri. So in Nilgiri, you will not find single park. There is Mudumalai, Mukurti, Wayanad, Silent Valley National Park and even Bandipur Tiger Reserves, which are covered by the Nilgiri Biosphere Reserve. And there are key species which you will find over here. Endemic species like in Nokrik, there is red panda. Then Dugong is in Gulf of Mannar, and we have in Nilgiri where lion-tailed macaque is found. So these are important to remember when it comes to the biosphere reserves which are there in India. So that would be all in this session. Thank you very much guys for joining me over here on the platform of Study IQ IAS. But do not forget that if you have if you are preparing for the civil services for 2027, 2028 or even for 2029, then you can enroll into the GS Foundation batches on the Study IQ platform. Now, these batches are modeled upon the SMART framework, where you get the structured classes, you get the mentorship, you get the assessment dashboard, the revision, and the test as well, which are required for your success in your prelims, mains, and interview also. Now, you can join these foundation batches by using the BRS Live code, because that code will provide you and fetch you the maximum discount onto the platform. So that would be all. But do not forget to like the session, share the session with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss any of the highlights or any of the news in the future. So that would be all. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care and Jai Hind.